Exploiting domain trusts. Domain trusts are a core component of modern Active Directory environments that allows users and resources to be shared across different domains or forests. While trusts provide critical functionality for access and operations, they also represent an enormous risk if compromised by attackers. Exploiting domain trusts is one of the most powerful techniques for escalating privilege and achieving full domain compromise. Parent-child domain trusts. Although there are different types of trust between domains, as discussed earlier, one of the most common trust configurations is the parent-child domain relationship. In this demonstration, there is a parent root domain called redfox.local and a child subdomain called training.redfox.local. The child domains have a two-way transitive trust with the parent. Due to the transitive trust, users and resources can be accessed across all domains. Inter-realm Kerberos trusts. When domains in separate forests or realms need to share resources, they establish inter-realm trusts. Let us now see how this works. The user in domain 1 sends an authentication service request with their plaintext credentials to the domain controller DC1 to obtain a ticket granted ticket. DC1 verifies the user's credentials, creates a TGT for the user, and encrypts it with a key derived from the user's empty hash, the hash of their password. It sends this TGT back to the user. Next, when the user needs to access a service, example SQL Server, in the trusted domain 2, they send a ticket granted service request to DC1 using their TGT, requesting a service ticket for the service in domain 2. Next, DC1 recognizes that the requested service is in a trusted domain. It cannot issue a service ticket directly, so instead, it constructs an inter-realm TGT. This is a referral ticket encrypted with the inter-realm trust key that domain 1 shares with the trusted domain 2. Then, the user receives this inter-realm TGT from DC1 and sends it in a TGS request to a DC in domain 2, which is DC2, requesting a service ticket for the desired service. DC2 uses the shared inter-realm trust key to decrypt and validate the inter-realm TGT from domain 1. If valid, TC2 generates and sends back a service ticket for the requested service, encrypted with the service account's empty hash in domain 2. Finally, the user can present this service ticket to the service, which is SQL Server in domain 2, to authenticate and gain access. However, if an attacker compromises the inter-realm trust key, they can forge the inter-realm referral tickets themselves, bypassing the need to first authenticate to the original domain. The attack flow is: first, extract the inter-realm trust key from a compromised child domain DC. Second, use tools like Mimikatz to forge a fake inter-realm referral TGT for any user. Next, present this forged referral to the DC in the parent domain to receive a service ticket. Now let us look at this demonstration. Please note that this demonstration is not configured in the current lab due to the requirements constraint. But as mentioned in the previous section, you can build your own domain and link it to the existing lab to try out this attack. For this demonstration, let us assume that we have already compromised the domain training.redfox.local and have the NTLM hash of domain administrator. First, let us explore the trust relationships of this domain. For that, we will use the powerview commandlet getNet domain trust along with the domain name specified in the -domain flag. We can see that the domain training.redfox.local has a bidirectional trust relationship with the parent domain redfox.local. Next, using the hash of the domain administrator, let us create a session for that user using Rubius by the overpass the hash method. Once we have the session of the domain administrator of the training.redfox.local domain, we need to extract the trust key. We can use Mimikatz DC sync to do this. The trust key is the trust name with a $sign at the end. So in our case, it will be redfox $. We will need to specify the domain. Here we can see that we have successfully extracted the trust key, which is essentially the empty hash of the account. Once we have the trust key, we will also need the domain SIDs for both domains. We can use the powerview commandlet getDomainSID to get this. We need to specify the domains using the -domain flag. Once we get both the SIDs, we can now craft an internal RAM TGT using Mimikat's golden command to forge a TGT for the domain administrator for the service TGT on the domain redfox.local using the trust key. This ticket is then saved to a file trust.kirby. Now using this, we can try to access the domain controller of the domain redfox.local. We can identify the name of the domain controller using PowerView's getNet domain controller. We can see that it is DC-01. Let us try listing the contents of the C drive of DC-01 with the current user to see if it is possible. As expected, we do not have the permission. Now, using the trust key with Rubius, let us forge a service ticket for the CI first service on DC-01. Once that is done, let us try accessing again. Voila! We have gained access to the parent domain DC. By forging the internal RAM TGT or ticket, the attacker gains access in the trusted domain as any desired user without compromising the original domain at all. The trusted domain blindly assumes the referral is legitimate since it properly decrypts with the trust key. The trust key is the fundamental secret enabling authentication across realms or forest boundaries. Extracting this key from one domain unlocks internal RAM ticket forgery capabilities in the trusted domains. Defending against these attacks requires a multi-layered approach. Limiting credential exposure, enforcing tiered administrative models, closely monitoring and rotating trust keys, and minimizing the explicit trust established. Attackers will inevitably continue pursuing innovative methods to abuse built-in Windows authentication mechanisms like Kerberos trusts. Staying ahead of the techniques through understanding how they work is crucial for security teams to properly secure their domain infrastructure. While complex, properly securing domain trust is an essential step in reducing the severe risk of suffering a catastrophic forest-wide compromise.